Good day everyone, I am Shane De La Rosa and today we will discuss the Incas of South America and its contribution to modern science and everyday living. And also what are the social, cultural, historical, and environmental factors that led to this contribution.
Inca society was highly stratified. Stratified means that the society is divided into different classes and social layers. So the emperor ruled with the aid of an aristocratic bureaucracy, exercising authority with harsh and often repressive controls. Inca technology and architecture were highly developed, although not strikingly original. So Inca's greatest technology skill was engineering. The best example for that is their amazing system of roads. So their irrigation systems, palaces, temples, and fortification can still be seen throughout the Andes. The economy was based on agriculture, its staples being corn, white and sweet potatoes, squash, tomatoes, peanuts, chili peppers, cassava, and cotton. They raised guinea pigs, ducks, llamas, alpacas, and dogs. Clothing was made of llama wool and cotton. So llama is a domesticated South American camelid. And houses were made of stone or adobe mud. Practically every man was a farmer producing his own food and clothing. The Inca began as a small tribe who steadily grew in power to conquer other peoples all down the coast from Colombia to Argentina. They are remembered for their contribution to the religion, architecture, and their famous network of roads through the religion. Daily life in the Inca Empire was characterized by strong family relationships, agricultural labor, sometimes enforced state or military service for males, and occasional lighter moments of festivities to celebrate important life events in the community and highlights in the agricultural calendar. So as you can see in the picture, that is the people of Inca. Inca civilization contributes science and technology through engineering. So engineering was the Inca's most advanced technological capability. The clearest illustration is their incredible system of roads. The Incas constructed roadways that spanned both the length and breadth of their kingdom to design pathway around. They hacked tunnels and staircases out of the rock in difficult mountain ranges. Additionally, they constructed rivers crossed by suspension bridges. Stone towers on either side of the bridge have thick ropes anchored to them. Let us look at picture 1. So the picture 1 is their bridge. Their bridge is made of stone towers that is connected to a thick rope. And then the second picture is their road. So Incas is very known for being the best engineer when it comes to system of roads. And their roads is made of stone and as well as the tunnels. The second contribution of Inca is agriculture. The Incas demonstrated their technological prowess in agriculture by significantly extending the terrace network used by Andean farmers. The stones were used by the Incas to secure their stair-like terraces and enhance the field's drainage system. Some terraces have planting on them, various of crops at altitudes where the plants might thrive. The Incas constructed canals that carried water to the field to cultivate crops. The water gradually descended from there. On some Inca terraces, agriculture is being practiced today in South America. Until now, the way of Incas farming is being used because the technique is more productive and more efficient in terms of water use. And in Inca, they do not have a domesticated animal that is suitable for agricultural works, so they relied on manual tools. Unlike here in the Philippines that we have carabaos to help us in agricultural works. And also agricultural is their way of living, and most Incas are vegans.
Good day, everyone. My name is Aberlance de la Sala, and I'm here in front of you today to discuss the contributions of Incas in our modern society, starting from medicine. Medicine is one of the Incas' outstanding contributions in our society. They perform a specific kind of surgery known as clefination. This surgery requires the priest to slice open the patient's head in order to treat illness or injuries, like removing bone pieces that were putting pressures on the brain. Despite how extreme this seems, many people made it through the operation. Now, what is trephination? Trephination is one of the first surgical techniques known to mankind. It also comes in various names like trephaning, trephination, or burholing. Trephination is the process of drilling a particular portion of the bone, and also, the medicine practiced by the Incas were related to religion and rituals. They believed that illness were brought by bad spirits. Arts and architectures are one of Inca's contribution in our society. One of the most important components of Inca civilization was the production of textile for clothing. It is also one of the most significant aspects of Inca culture. A person's dress code and pattern serve as status indicator, means the higher the person's rank is, the more exquisite their clothing or attire is. Just like the Inca nobility, they wore beautiful attire with dazzling colors, hues with geometric shapes. In addition, Inca women wove fine feathers to make delicate tunics or clothing, and also jungle birds were printed directly into the fabric. Another significant kind of art of the Incas was making items out of gold. Gold was treasured by the Incas and was nearly found everywhere at the Temple of the Sun, or they referred to as the Suite of the Sun. Additionally, goldsmiths in the country's capital, San in Cusco, created statues, knives, masks, and jewelry. So most of the things in the country's capital are made out of gold, from knives, statues to jewelry. This also shows how Incas are abundant in gold. For me, this might be Inca's contribution that we can see until today, and that is music. Music has become a major part of life in the Incan's culture. They played flutes, seashell horns, or also known as conch, rattle, drum, and panpipes. This instrument can still be seen in modern days in various parts of the world. This just shows that Inca's music has a great effect in our society that is even used until to this day. According to academics, the contemporary music of the Andes mountain range still contains aspects of the Inca music. The language and writing of the Inca is still being used to this day. It is used in South America and about 10 million people uses it. The language of the Inca is called Quechan. This language was established by the Inca as their official tongue of the empire, and it spread out widely that it leads to other society to use it even today. This is also one of Inca's contribution to modern society. Although there was no official written language of the Inca, instead they used a brilliant stand-in. Strings are what denoted sets of quipus. The Inca used quipus as a note-taking and memory tool when they delivered message and record information.
Inca civilization had a monarchical and theocratic government where the highest authority was the Inca. Inca society was based on a strictly organized structure. The emperor and his immediate family, nobles, and the commoners. Throughout Inca society, people who were Inca by blood, those whose families were originally from Cuzco, held higher status than non-Incas. When we say monarchical government, a king or queen is the head of state. It is a political system that is based on undivided sovereignty or rule of a single person, and you can achieve the position through heredity. For example, in UK, Queen Elizabeth II died, and her eldest son became the king because he is the son of the late queen. And in Inca, if you are pure Inca by blood, you can achieve higher status than those who are non-Inca. The historic sanctuary of Machu Picchu is among the greatest artistic, architectural, and land use achievements anywhere and the most significant tangible legacy of the Inca civilization. Machu Picchu is the most visited tourist attraction in Peru because of its intricate system of Inca ruins. It was called the Lost City because Spaniards invaded Inca that result to Spaniards' victory and the loss of Inca. And that is the fall of Inca civilization. If you visit Machu Picchu today, you will see some traces from the past,
and it is one of the Peru's most visited attraction. In the picture, if you see the animal standing there, that is the llama. That is where their clothing made of.
One of Inca's contribution is that they built advanced drainage system, road system. They also invented a technique called freeze drying and also the rope suspension bridge. Now, what are the use of this system? Let's start with the drainage system. About 130 drainage holes were constructed by the Inca into the walls and other structures of Machu Picchu to address the runoff issue. To transport runoff to the main drain, they also incorporated numerous drainage channels into stairways, walkways, and building interiors. So the main reason why they invented drainage system was to address the runoff issue. Secondly, the road system. The road system allowed for a fast movement of a person from one part of the empire to the other. Both armies and workers used the roads to move and the tambos to rest and be fed. Thirdly, the freeze drying technique. This involves placing potatoes under a cloth overnight while it was frigid outside. The Incas would come back the following day to stamp the potatoes to remove any extra moisture. This is the use of the freeze drying technique. Lastly, the rope suspension bridge. Well, for my understanding, they use this bridge to connect to other country and use it to cross. The Holy Valley of the Incas is still Peru's most agriculturally productive area. The Incas made the most of their hilly surroundings to improve the productivity of their irrigation and agriculture system. This innovation improved agriculture for both the Inca civilization and its successor.